number one forum for Crimson Tide football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Happy to have all of you checking us out on the show. Remember, give a thumbs up on the show. Run those likes up. Give us a like right here. Make this your show, your network, your platform, channel, and space to talk Bama football. But now we get into more of Paul Constantine, who takes over for Dr. Matt Ray in that sports science department, looking at making that move to the sports science, sports performance guy from being the assistant strength coach. And like I mentioned before, Constantine is a guy that was with David Ballou and Dr. Matt Ray for the Indiana Hoosiers, was there 2016 throughout the fall of 2019 when Coach Saban made the call in the March of 2020 to bring Ballou and Ray over to Tuscaloosa. Constantine followed both guys. He's been in the program now for 2 seasons. He knows the culture, he knows the buy-in, he knows the workout routine, he knows what's going on. And he spent a great deal of time under Dr. Ray learning the metrics and the methods of speed and injury prevention. But he's also been under Ballou learning the metrics of weight training and peak strength and peak power and optimum performance and having endurance and stamina and ability to hold through 4 quarters, hold through 60 minutes of dominant football. So it was not a hassle for Dr. Ray to say, I'm handing this thing over to my guy, Coach Paul C. here as I take this journey to the NFL with the New Orleans Saints. And what's cool is Coach Constantine and Matt Ray spent a lot of time together. They went over formulas. They've gone over data. They've gone over tricks of the trade. They've gone over numbers. They've gone over analytics. They've gone over everything needed to make sure these athletes are at their tip-top shape here. So with Ray moving to the next level here, really excited for the fresh energy, the fresh ideas, the mindset, the tools, everything that Coach Constantine is going to bring. I'm really pumped up, energized, and excited about that because the players love him. Even as an assistant strength guy, the players love him. They like being around him. They like his swagger. They like his energy. They like his focus. They like how he goes about the workouts, how he structures those workouts, the mindset he puts those guys in. I mean, he's one of the guys out there front and center during the fourth quarter program, which is going on right now. So the players like the passion that Coach Constantine brings to the table. And that's another thing that's going to be really good because how he's able to relate to each and every last one of these young men. And also, there's a reason why we saw the split of Ray and Ballou. And the reason why we saw the split, it was nothing horrifying or anything like that. It was just, according to people I've spoken with that have connections within the program, it was, Alabama put so much focus on speed, and speed is important. Don't get me wrong, it is. Bama put so much focus on speed, but at certain positions, you need more power. Offensive line need more power. Defensive line, in particular the interior defensive line, you need more power. And because there was not more emphasis placed on power, that's where you saw opposing teams push Alabama around a little bit, especially on the offensive line because right tackle, there was no power there. That was a turnstile all year. At the center position, there was no power. That was an issue all year with Chris Owens and Darian Dow, Court and Teal. The feistiness of Seth McLaughlin took over. Even at right guard, as experienced as Emil Ekiyor was, you wonder, was it less power there? Because there were moments he was being dominated a bit off the ball. So as much as we enjoyed the speed aspect of a Jamison Williams, of a John Mechie, and the speed aspect of the running backs prior to injury and the speed aspect for outside linebackers like Dallas Turner and Will Anderson. There are some positions where more power is needed. You got to be able to hold and sustain and endure and be in those trenches for 60 minutes and be in those trenches for 4 quarters and overwhelm your opposition with that brand of brute strength and power. And Coach Saban wanted to kind of go back to a little bit of that more. And I guess that's why Alabama chose to kind of hang on to Blue and make this move of Constantine and then have Ray, amicably exit to the NFL. It's no offense to Dr. Ray at all. I wish him the best. It's just this program wants to see a bit more power implemented, along with the speed. So that's the information I was told coming from people I know well connected with in the program in Tuscaloosa. But Blue and Constantine, I think these two will work well. I think these two will gel. I think they've known each other for a long time. I think the tide will continue to roll when you look at those two. And Jeff Allen, who's the head athletic doctor, head athletic trainer, and he does, his thing in making sure that you're getting the optimum peak performance here from these guys on the field. But shouts out to Coach Constantine, of whom he and his wife, Janice, they both coach at Alabama. His wife is on the women's basketball staff under head coach Christy Curry. So that's pretty cool. I thought that's very awesome.